Good morning, student. I hope all of you are doing well and you are preparing for your PMT also, which will be coming very soon. So, we will continue with the chapter 4. Okay, chapter 4 climate. Okay, last video I explained you about the factor affecting the Indian climate. Today we are going to see the Indian monsoon. When we talk about the Indian monsoon, the word monsoon which comes from the Arabic word, okay, Arabic word which monsoon, which means season. Okay, because you will realize India we have a different season, and each season the wind direction, the wind flow is uh, it reverse, right? Now this is the seasonal wind system is noticed by the sailors you see, in earlier days the people, especially in the medieval time, many sailor they sailed in the different places for their trading, right? So these are the basically the sailor they realize that the wind directions are changing according to the season. So it is first they noticed by the sailor, especially this monsoon is really benefited by the sailors for the traders, because according to the season, according to the wind direction, they plan their journey. Okay, so this is basically the background how this word came and how it identified. Okay, now next we are going to see the mechanism, the monsoon mechanism, how this monsoon work. Okay, how it affect, what is the system. Now when we talk about the monsoon, basically it experience in between the 20-degree north latitude and 20-degree south latitude. Okay, these are the area, the zone where the monsoons are experienced, means seasonal winds are experienced. Okay, now when we talk about particularly when we talk about this monsoon, there are different heating and cooling of land and water. Okay, different cooling land and water. I just put these two picture. You already learned this in science. Just remind yourself and just for your recapture. Okay, the first one is during the daytime the wind blow from sea to land, because land during the daytime is a hot and the sea is cold, right? So as I told you, whether it is water, whether it is air, it always flow from cold to hot, cold to warm, their direction will be. Okay, now during the night it is reverse, right? The wind direction will be from the water to land. Okay, the reason is because the night time the land cool down. Daytime it is very hot, but in the night time it cool down very fast, but water it become warm. Okay, because of that the wind direction will be from land to water. Okay, now same thing it apply when we talk about the climate. Okay, because when we look at the earth, the major portion of our earth is covered with the water, and then we know that there are continent, the land, the lithospheric plates are there, right? So this is same thing apply when we study about the climate. Okay, so the wind direction from land to sea, sea to land also affect the climate of the particular area. The next one is shifting of ITCZ. ITCZ, the full form is the Intertropical Convergence Zone. Okay, now I just bring this diagram. Look at this blue color arrow sign from the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. They come moving towards the equator. Okay, these are the northeast westernly trade wind. These are the permanent wind. Okay, throughout the years constantly they blow. Now this wind from the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, when they blow towards the equator, they come together, right? They converge. And now it says during the summer this the conversion they take place in the northern hemisphere. Okay, so these are shifting, they don't converge in a particular place. Their convergence zone is shifting during the north. Generally they shift towards the northern hemisphere, and during the like winter season it shift towards the southern hemisphere. So these also affect the climates of our country, not only our country, in general. Okay, the next one is high pressure area east of Madagascar. Okay, now if you talk about Madagascar, which is not in our country, right? So Madagascar, which is in the eastern part of eastern side of South Africa. Okay, South Africa, you look at the picture also, that small island, that is Madagascar, which is the eastern side of uh, continent Africa. Okay, now because the Madagascar has a low high pressure, means low temperature. Okay, now during the summer, India subcontinent, we have very hot, right? So the wind direction, okay, the wind circulation is from the Madagascar, from the Indian Ocean, is blowing towards the India. Look at the diagram, you will understand. Okay, so as I told you, the wind direction will be always, wind or water will be always move from cold to hot. So Madagascar, which is high pressure, and the Indian subcontinent, which is a low pressure, the wind direction is towards the India. Okay, this also affect the climates of our country. Next one is the Tibetan Plateau. Okay, if you look at the Tibetan Plateau, it is the northern part of India, right? Now during the summer, this Tibetan Plateau is intensely heated up. Okay, now because it is intensely heated up, now the wind direction is from our country to Tibetan Plateau. In my last video, no, not last, yes, last video, I explained this westerly jet stream is flow during the winter in the foothill of Himalaya, but during the summer, this westerly jet stream will move slowly towards the north of Himalaya, that means which is in the Tibetan Plateau. Okay, so because jet stream is moved towards the Tibetan Plateau, and during the summer the Tibetan Plateau is intensely heated up, so the movement of air direction is from our country towards Tibetan Plateau. Okay, so this is as the vast landmass Tibetan Plateau gets intensely heated during summer, it results in a strong vertical air current, formation of low pressure over the plateau. Okay, these also affect the climates of our country. The next one is movement of jet stream, as I already explained to you in my previous video. Look at this, the red color arrow sign, okay, arrow which is moving from east to west side. This is the easterly jet stream. Okay, now as I told you that westerly jet stream will be flow in India during the winter season in the foothill of Himalaya. The summer, it is replaced with the easterly jet stream which flow in the basically in the uh, plateau area. Okay, Deccan Plateau area. So from east they are blowing towards the west. So that's why during the summer, most of the time, the Bengal, Orissa, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, they have so much of storm. Okay, cyclones are uh, destroy the people and property during the summer season. Okay, during the summer in the eastern coastal area. This is because of the eastern jet stream. Okay, so these also regulate somehow, these all the mechanism which control the monsoon. Next one is SO, or is a sudden oscillation. Now when we talk about sudden oscillation, it is basically between the two ocean, okay, Pacific Ocean and Indian Ocean. If you look at the map, Pacific Ocean, okay, Pacific Ocean and Indian Ocean, the in general what it says, the Pacific Ocean is a, they have a high pressure. Okay, and Indian Ocean, Indian eastern part of Indian Ocean is, they are low pressure. So that means the ocean current, that direction will be from Pacific Ocean towards the Indian Ocean. This is in general it flow. Okay, but it says in some years the direction is changed. Instead of flowing from Pacific Ocean to Indian Ocean, the ocean current is reverse, it flows from Indian Ocean to Pacific Ocean. Okay, this is called sudden oscillation. Oscillation means what? Coming and going, you already studied in physics, right? So they are not in a particular position, it continuously move. Okay, so this, the shifting of shifting or oscillation of ocean current between the Pacific Ocean and the Indian Ocean, there are effect. Okay, there are influence in the monsoon for the it decide. Okay, it decide or it affect the monsoon of India or Australia. These are the some countries which is influenced by this oscillation as southern oscillation. Okay, now next is you need to learn is El Nino. El Nino is if you look at, I just bring this image in here. In general, uh, that ocean current, that direction is it flow in the first one. Okay, first one, the above one, the ocean current, that direction is um, it is going from east to west, right? From east to west direction in general. Okay, but during the El Nino, what happened, this ocean current direction is towards the west to east. Now basically what happened is in general, the Peru is in which country? Peru is in the South America, right? In South America, in the coastal area, the Peru, okay, this is a warm current. Okay, the Peruvian coastal experience the warm current, but in certain year it is uh, s- uh, replaced with the cold current during the month of December. Okay, during the month of December, it replaced with the cold current for a short period of time, and they said generally it take place in the month of December, and because it comes for a very small period, they call it a El Nino. El Nino, Nino means baby. Okay, so because during the December 25th, it is also the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, so they connected with that, they named this current as a El Nino. Okay, El Nino, Nino means baby. Okay, so because the warm current is replaced with the cold current for a very short period of time during the December, they call it El Nino. Now this El Nino also influence the mechanism of monsoon. Okay, it also affect the monsoon of the entire system. Okay, so your homework, what do you know about the El Nino? Second, explain the term intertropical convergent zone. Please student, do it in your notebook. See you in the next video. Please go through and read the textbook, listen the video. If you are not able to understand, please send me a message. Please don't wait for the whole week. Okay, so as early as possible you clear your query, that is best, instead of keeping for a long time. Okay, so see you, and hopefully I'll get any message from you. Okay, be at home, take care, see you in the next video.